Good morning. It is Friday. No. Oh, no. Wednesday, January 27th. Cheers. The sun just came out. We have a sunny day. It's supposed to be really windy, but sunny and in 32. But Dennis was all excited. He brought me my coffee. He says, "Oh, I have good news. You're going to get a new color tomorrow. High tomorrow is going to be 25. I will get a new color tomorrow. I do have all my 20s are all the same color. I don't remember what it is now that I say that, but I haven't used it before. We've been having Sax days, and Sax is my silk color, so I'm going to be getting some practice with my silk. And I'm talking about my temperature library. Good morning. I am wearing my Not Too Much. This is, no, I thought I brought my pattern over. I didn't. It's sitting in that bag right there. Hold on. All right, Not Too Much by Hinterm Stein. Hinterm Stein. H-I-N-T-E-R-M. Next word Stein, S-T-E-I-N. And this is the sweater that I am wearing, and this is the sweater that I am going to be making. I'm going to make this one with the collar out of that gorgeous red, but this is the one without a collar. And you can't see it, but there is a texture. There is a texture detail on the sleeve. It's like a little tiny mock cable down each side of the sleeve and down the back. And my note on Ravelry when I did this a couple years ago was, next time I'm putting the detail in the front too. Well, as I've told you before, I'm not a big fan of the goodies in the back only. So I might just have it on all four quadrants, or I might skip the back. I knit this sweater, and mine is long. I knit this sweater in a week. This was the other one I knit like the first week of January, like I went crazy. So this year wasn't the first year I did that. Hold on, I'll show you this sweater. So see, this is nice and long, and I have it longer in the back. And I like the length. It's big on me, but I was bigger when I made it. I love this sweater. And I am making another one for myself. And I appear to be making it next. So I balled up the 3 skeins of the yarn from Andrea, the cat lady. This is the cranberry color in her DK. And here's my swatch. And this is going to be such a fun sweater. Oh. Now I swatched it. The pattern calls for a size 7 needle. Well, actually, I think it's a 6 or 7, or the size needed to get gauge. And then you really have to work hard to find the gauge, which is 21 stitches for 4 inches. And I got, it's hard to tell between 20 and 21. My gauge is a 2-inch gauge. So I got 20, but I bet it was as close to 21. Anyway, with the 6, and the 6 is what I have because I can't find my, I got to go through and rescue my needles, or else I'm going to have to spend a lot of money and buy a bunch of new needles. Oh, I'll tell you. So anyway, here's my swatch. I'm thinking about folding it over and stitching up the edges and having a mug rug. I don't think I'm going to need this yardage for my sweater. And wouldn't that be a beautiful mug rug? That'll be just the perfect size. That's what I'm thinking about doing. So anyway, I balled up 3 skeins of this. This is indie dyed, and hey, I blocked my swatch. I swatched I blocked my swatch. Who am I, right? But I really want this sweater to be gorgeous, and I want it to, you know, I want to do it right. So I blocked my swatch just to double check my gauge, which means that I am going to be alternating skeins in my sweater, because that's what you should do with indie dyed yarns. So I balled up 3 balls to start on my sweater, and I'm gonna be ready to go. And it'll be warmer than this one, because this one I'm cold around my shoulders. Hey, pup. No, off. No, off. Ooh, you're chilly. Hey, give me some faces here. There we go. There's some girls. Hi. Hi. Did you just come in? So that's my next project. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'll put a picture here. I finished my first sleeve on my Archer. And I had split my yarns that I had so that I was sure that, so I knew what I had to work with, and I couldn't believe it, but the color changes were perfect. Absolutely perfect between the sleeve and the body of that sweater. Well, I had about a yard of the buffalo, the rusty color top part left after doing about this much 1x1 striping to bring in the purple. And then I thought, oh, that looks like enough striping. So I didn't finish to the last inch of that bison yarn because I felt like I had enough stripes, and then I went into the purple. And it turns out I had the same feeling apparently on the body, because it turned out to be the same amount of striping on the body, and then I went into the purple at exactly the same spot. That was serendipitous, because I was going to, I was trying to use most of the bison, and so I did bison only as long as I thought I could before I needed to start striping. You have to guess. So anyway, crazy, right? I was really shocked. Well, so I didn't pick up and start my second sleeve yesterday. I swatched for my not too much instead. Partly because the needle I was using to pick up for the sleeves got chewed up the other day by some dog of mine and is in the trash. So now I gotta find another needle to pick up the sleeves with, because it says to pick them up with a smaller needle than I'm knitting the sleeve with, which is a 5. So that was a 3. It was a 40-inch cabled size 3. So I got to find another 3 somewhere to pick up around the sleeve, and then I'll be going strong. I decreased. I think I did 20 decreases on that sleeve. The sleeve starts out pretty roomy, and loose. So, well, I told you that, when I measured the opening, it told me to expect laying it flat, a 6 3/4 inch opening was 13.5 inch hole. I got a 9-inch opening. So, not surprising, the sleeve at the top is a little loose. But as you can see, I think it's going to be fine, and I was really happy with it. I was so excited, I couldn't believe it. I posted on Instagram. And I posted on Instagram twice yesterday. Where did that come from? I don't even know. But I was just so excited about my sleeve. So I finished my sleeve yesterday. I did my swatch. I did a little watercolor. You guys are so nice in the comments about my watercolor. I told Dennis, my people are the sweetest people. I'm doing these terrible pictures and they're telling me they really like them. He says, your people really are nice. Poor Dennis. His internet world is like he's reading Twitter, right? Well, those people are terrible on Twitter. I'm like, that's not my internet world. My people are lovely. He's like, your people are lovely. So anyway, so I did a little more watercolor. So I did a door. And I'm looking at this and it's kind of hilarious because of course these are supposed to be the shadows, you know. There are no, you know, this one kind of leans over and could be that, I guess, but there are no corresponding branches to go with these shadows. I have a lot to learn about art. Anyway, I had fun making it. And I'm going crazy. You know, I've got 2 orders for watercolor paper out there. I'm getting 5 different kinds of watercolor paper in the mail. I have to stop shopping. I'm getting watercolor paper in the mail. Someday. From 2 different places. But they don't, you know, I already have a lot to practice. It's not like I need paper. I bought a lot of paper before, but it wasn't the right quality. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know what I still don't know what I'm doing. But I enjoyed it. I watched a tutorial about that too. Oh, there's this British guy, and I don't remember his name. I just found him last night, and an older guy. And the first show I found, it was him. He did it last year in March or April, and he said, "Oh, our resident, you know, watercolor class has been canceled, so here you go." And then he paints this gorgeous, you know, harbor scene where he lives in Britain, and you know, in a half an hour he paints this stunning harbor scene. I'm like, okay. But he talks the whole time, so you learn stuff, you know. I mean, there's no way I'm going to be painting a harbor scene, but, well, part of it is they, you know, they draw a sketch underneath, and I yeah, just bare outlines, not a lot of detail, but yeah. So I have to. One of these days, I'm going to think of my own design, because everything I've done so far, I've done, you know, like I watched my television and did what they were doing. But, you know, that's how you learn. I'm learning, and you guys are so sweet about it. Thank you. You're really lovely. And then lastly, since I wasn't ready to pick up my second sleeve and my swatch was drawing, I picked up my flickerroll, which is my linen stitch scarf that Sarah Pomegranate recommended, that I'm doing out of the rest of my minis, the last scraps of my Advent minis. Well, I have tons of it. It's going to be a nice big scarf. And that one was a little frustrating because it felt like I couldn't just sit and do it because I was having trouble keeping track of where I was, and you know, I had to think about it too much, and finally got it straightened out last night, figured out where I was, started using the lovely row counter charm bracelet that I got as a gift. I've never really used a row counter before. I'm a print the pattern out and do ticks on the pattern kind of girl. That's how I keep track of what I'm doing. Well, that doesn't really work for the flickerroll because it's basically do these 8 rows till you're done. You know, just like, you know, you decide when your shawl is done and then you're done. So doing ticks doesn't really work in that situation. And I had a lot of trouble keeping track of where I was and figuring out how to start my row. You know, once I was in my row, anyway, it's not that hard. It shouldn't be that hard. But because I just couldn't wrap my head around it, I felt like I had to pay a lot more attention to it than I should have to. But I think I got it straightened out last night, although it would help not to leave so much time in between doing it. But, you know, I figured out how to tell what row I'm on, but within the set of 4, and I'm using my row counter to keep track of which set of 4 I'm in, and anyway, eventually I was able to do it without thinking about it too much and enjoyed it immensely. And that's another one like my Archer, where I was doing the body of it and the color changes. You know, it's like self-striping socks. You know, I just want to, I want to add one more color. You know, it's only 4 rows. I want to add one more color, one more color, one more color. Yeah, it's addicting like that. So I'm not sure. That Archer is not a winter sweater. I'm not saying I'm not going to do the second sleeve, but I'm saying I may not go try to find that needle I need right away. I might go put another color in. Or I might cast on the back neck of my next sweater. I could have more than one sweater. Certainly picking up the stitches was not complicated or hard on the Archer, and once that's done, it's just stockinette knitting. So it's not like I have any other plans for today. We're not going out except to walk the dog. Oh, I have my knit night tonight, but actually I have my knit night tonight. So that will be impetus to pick up those stitches and get that sleeve going, because then I'm just doing stockinette while I'm talking and listening. So maybe I will start my second sleeve, because it would be nice to finish my Archer and get it all blocked, and that would be nice. Even if it's not going to keep me toasty warm. My not too much is going to keep me toasty warm. Doesn't that look like a toasty warm sweater? So that's what's in my upcoming world. If I get any watercolor paper today, I will be doing watercolor too. But I enjoy, and I love doors. I do love me some doors. I have 3 little pictures about this big that I keep on this windowsill in normal times, not Christmas, that are doors, pictures of doors. You know, like yellow houses with blue doors. Oh, I need to go find my pictures. And I should just try to recreate my little pictures in watercolor. I could do that. I wonder where those pictures were. They're in a box somewhere, being kept safe till it's time to take my Christmas decorations down. That could be, that might just be something that gets me to take down my Christmas decorations so I can find my doors. Anyway. So we have a sunny day, chilly but sunny, and I have lots to do. That's all sitting in my chair. Not really. I do my watercolor at the table. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have time to do the crafting that will bring you joy. Join our Ode to Joy make-along, hashtag Ode to Joy MAL. If it's bringing you joy, it counts. Put it on Instagram, put it on wherever. Hashtag Ode to Joy MAL. And it's the 27th, so we have Arctic Crafts by Bente has given us a coupon code for 15% off. Flame, all caps, 15, and you can find a link to her Etsy shop below. And she has some wonderful colors. Beautiful yarn. I do have some plans to put in an order for a sweater's quantity. I'm assuming I won't doing that in February. Not for a discount. I don't think any custom order would get a discount, although, I mean, I don't know, but I'm quite sure. I wouldn't ask. Let me put it that way, because it was for my channel anyway. So, but she has gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. So check it out. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh, I had so much trouble getting my video up yesterday. Oh, it So frustrating. I hope today goes better. And I think Dennis was right. It was them, not us. I put that, so I put that on Instagram. So I had 3 posts yesterday like, my video's not going up. Dennis says it's them, not us. It seems like it was. Hopefully we have a calmer morning putting up our video today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay